Hi everyone, this is Jeff Downs, your instructor for this class. This is Math 120, Fundamentals of College Math, sections 1002 and 1003. They're online sections. This is for summer 2013. Okay, just want to go through the syllabus here. And so there's my name, email address. You can use that email address or jeffrey.downs@wnc.edu, but that one works. If you're looking at this digitally, you can just click on it and get to me. There's my college web page. My office, now I'm not, excuse me, I'm not going to be in the office for the summer, but my office is in Pinion F1 on the Fallon campus. And there's the office number, but really not a way to get a hold of me this summer. And I have my phone number included on Moodle. We're going to have live meetings on Wednesdays from 9 to 10 a.m. or by appointment. I may need to change that. We'll see how things work out as the summer progresses. Prerequisite for the class is Math 96 or equivalent, or consent of the instructor. We don't really do the consent anymore, though. That's just a standard thing. Offers a course in real numbers, consumer mathematics, variation, functions, relations, and graphs, and so on, probability, statistics, and so on. Really, we're going to cover four main areas: consumer math, including mortgages and annuities, probability, statistics, and logic. Okay, book, Survey of Mathematics with Applications, 9th edition. Now you can get the book with My Math Lab, or you can get the My Math Lab only. But you need to have My Math Lab because you're going to do your homework and your exams, midterm and final, in My Math Lab. That's where the homework and exams are. The quizzes are done in Moodle, and the communications, the postings and all that, and the lessons are all in Moodle. Moodle is the program that the college has. Okay. It says here, note all homework and exams are to be completed online in the My Math Lab. Excuse me. You need a text. TI graphing calculator is optional but encouraged. I use the TI-89. It's great. The TI-83 works great too, or the TI-84. I haven't had as much experience with the CAS yet. TI CAS. Okay, grading scale. A, B, C, D, F is pretty standard. Midterm, 200 points. Quizzes, 10 at 10 points each. There are actually 11 quizzes, but I dropped the lowest quiz. Homework, there are 4 chapters at 50 points each. Participation, 10 postings. You have to do 10 postings. It's not hard to do 10 postings. People get really bummed when they're like, oh, I did 2 postings. Oh, well, that lowered your grade by 1 whole letter grade. 10 points each, 100 points, and then a final exam is worth 200 points. So that should add up to be 800. Okay, midterm will be July 5th. Is the due date. Midterm will be conducted in My Math Lab. Midterm will cover chapters 11 and 12. There'll be no makeup for missed midterm. Quizzes, as I said before, there'll be 11 quizzes. The top 10 quizzes will be counted towards the grade. Each quiz is worth 10 points toward the grade. If a quiz is missed, it will receive a score of 0. Homework, there are 28 assignments over 4 chapters. Each chapter is worth 50 points. Homework will be completed through My Math Lab. To access this site, go to, there's the site, and this should be the current one for this class. Final exam, the final exam is due August 2nd, 2013. You'll complete the final exam in My Math Lab. The final exam will cover chapters 13 and 3, so it's not a comprehensive final exam. Attendance, students are not required, I got to stress this, not required to attend the weekly meetings. It's optional. It's more like an office hour where I can answer questions. There are lessons and they're pre-recorded. Watch the lessons. But if you want to ask some questions, hey, I had a problem with this homework question or whatever, you can come to that and ask. Okay, participation grade is determined by the number of substantive posts on the discussion board in Moodle. So your participation grade is not determined by attending the live lessons. Those are simply optional. This is an online class. You know, you could ask me questions and I could respond to them in that live session too. So my point is, please don't be stressed thinking you have to be at a certain place at a certain time. Okay, I'll be checking the posts and introductions, homework discussions, and math jokes. That's where I count the posts for the grade. Okay, ethics statement: no cheating of any kind will be tolerated. Any student caught cheating, attempting to cheat, or assisting in the cheating of another student will be expelled from the class with a failing grade. Please be polite and deactivate phones. Well, this is more of a standard statement for my regular classes, but if you're coming to the online session, the distractions are really distractions. I mean, they can be really difficult, especially in this environment. So having like a TV on in the background, and if you don't have a headset, I would say mute your microphone when you're not talking. Otherwise, your microphone will pick up the speakers, and then I'm hearing myself talk to you, and it just gets really distracting for me, and I end up stopping, and my speech becomes really halted because I'm hearing myself. I'm like, okay, it's really distracting. So if you don't have a headset, mute the microphone when you're not talking. That's if you come to the live sessions. Okay, grade appeals can be made to GDA. And we're changing division chairs, so I'm not sure what's going to happen as far as the new person is Scott Morrison. He's our director of our division. Hey, disability, I encourage a student, that should be any student, needing to request accommodations for a specific disability to please meet with me at the DSS, Disability Services Coordinator. And I'll be happy to meet with any accommodations needed. Okay, important dates. Classes begin today is June 10th. Class drop from this date will get a W. Last year receive 100% refund must be completed by 5 p.m. on the 14th of June. The last day to pay for classes late fee is June 21st. 4th of July is 4th of July. 5th of July, last day to change credit to audit or audit to credit. July 12th, last day to drop fall classes with a W, and final exams are due on August 2nd. So here's our schedule. If you've had me before for a class, this looks a lot shorter, but because we're only at 8 weeks here, so we have to cover the same amount of material in half the time, basically. So that's what we're going to do. So notice I say introduction. So post an introduction, then do lessons 11, 1, 2, and 3. On Wednesday, I can answer questions about that, and the quiz will open up. And then Thursday, you should be doing 11, 4, 11, 5, and quiz 1 is due on Friday. And quiz 2 opens up. Then you have these to do. Quiz 2 is due. Now quiz 2, as I say down here, is over these sections. And then weekly meeting, and these open. And then you should be covering these. So that's kind of the pace of the class. This is not a self-paced class as far as you can do everything the last week. You should need to keep pace with the class, otherwise it could be really difficult to complete the class. I mean, midterm is due when it's due. The quizzes are due when they're due. So keep the schedule up. Okay. I am willing on special occasions to, or special cases, to open things early for people because you might want to, excuse me, work ahead. That's okay with me. Okay, well, I hope this answers some questions that people are going to have right in the beginning, and look forward to this class. Thank you.